What's up? Peace and blessings. What's up to the gods and the earths? Y'all know it. Chef Shay Michaels back at y'all again with another one, man. Like I keep telling y'all, I just be trying to put content and things of that nature on here. So when people start to visit the site, hopefully, inshallah, God willing, people get to enjoy not just the shows, but also the some of this little one-on-ones that we get to have, man. I like talking to the folks, going live every now and then, talking to the peoples, and getting some direction and trying to give some direction to. Okay, bro. um give some direction to the folks, man. Like I say, real quick, man. Everything I do is to try to help, man. I know I ain't perfect. I ain't right on everything. A lot of it is my opinion, but a lot of it's factual too, and well documented. Like some of the things that I discussed, well documented. That these are the plans and this is the agenda and all that. But some of it is my opinion on how we should attack it, what we should do about it, and things of that nature. You know, and it always comes from a place of being African and black first. So again, I had somebody hit me today, like, yo, you be talking like you just all black and all that. No, man, that's not it at all. I am all black. That's true. But and I'm gonna support my folks, uh, because that's who I am, and I think that's what we should do as races of people. We should support our people. Uh, but I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody win, and I don't have no problem having conversation about racial issues at all with anybody. Anybody. Let me. I get my man Dave Fields, white dude, cool as shit. I met him on a humbug. He made my first smoker when I got to Georgia. So he's a welder though, great welder. So anybody that asks me about weld, and I know a couple black welders, couple, not many, but if anybody asks me about welding, I'm sending them to Dave Fields because I know he the best that I've seen out here do it. So it ain't just about black people with me. Like I'm sending them to Dave. If they say, somebody makes smokers, I see smokers all over. And I know Dave trying to get out of that shit because I've been asking for another one for a minute. But I'm sending them to Dave, and he white dude. And we have little discussions via IG every now and then. So I talk about my folks because they my folks, and this is how I was raised, and this is what I can relate to. I'm not trying to create no division or no animosity between the two groups. That's not my purpose. So let me make that clear, very clear. I'm not trying to create no animosity between LGBTQPs either. Let me make that clear. I just spit information that I know to be true. And then anybody that wants to have a debate or discussion about it, let's have it. That's the reason I open up so we can engage. I'm telling you, people are taking too much stuff at face value. Just looking at shit. We don't like I said before, we'll see an article and we'll just read the headline. And if you really read all the way through the article, the headline might contradict the article. So, you gotta do your due diligence, man. You gotta go all the way through. You can't just start the journey and think you know the answers to everything and you only read the first page of the book. When your teacher used to give your professor give you a book report or whatever, you gotta do a thesis. You can't just read one page or something and go to one article to write that thesis or to do that book. You can't just read the first 3 pages of that book and then do the book report. You got to go all the way through with shit. So I go all the way through with shit. You know what I mean? And we as a people, we've been so, like, things are moving so fast. We see this on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We take it as the gospel and we start posting it. Like back in the day, some shit was going around. I ain't even gonna say what it is, but some shit was going around about my man Dr. Umar Johnson, and people just start posting the shit, posting it, sending it out. Why the fuck you spreading that? You don't know if it's true, not true. Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else now that I'm on my man Dr. Umar Johnson. All y'all cats talking about he a fraud and all this shit, man. As much as that man do for our people, man, fuck y'all. I know the man personally. He ain't no fraud. The school will be built. You can't just go buy a school and get it over with. That's not how shit work. You got to make sure you got the right location so they don't come and try to shut your shit down. Make sure you got in that location that you can find proper people to staff in that area. That shit takes time. He ain't fucking that money up. You don't see that man out here like fucking the boy Polite and A8s and I8s and all and bending on all these, you know, buying Balenciagos and shit. That man be on his dean, rocking garbs from the motherland, talking to the folks and teas, and he don't see him in no gold change and out here and out there. He out doing the work. And that's what more of us need to do, the work. And stop. Man, we gotta, I say it, I'm gonna keep saying it. Marcus Garvey said we are a race of people divided by petty differences. We don't help each other for shit. Ain't nobody on this joint that I won't plug that'll be in better positions than me. If they doing something, I'm plugging them. My man Darius, if he on the Breakfast Club and I happen to know before people, I'm plugging it. Yo, go peep my man. If Nene doing something, she got shows here, there, and there, I'm plugging them shows. Because that's big sis. If my man Greg is doing memoirs and got some spiritual shit he want to share, he got more followers than me. But I'm going to take it off his page, and I'm going to share it too. Little shit. It don't have to be much. It don't have to be much, man. Little shit to help each other grow. Because believe it or not, as much as that follower shit don't mean shit, it's a gift and a curse because it do. Because if you got exposure, you can reach people. Then you can take that reach, each one teach one. And not only that, but if you come from a financial aspect of it, when you got that many followers, if somebody such as myself knows what to do, then you start merch, you start meal plans, and you got a larger base to get that exposure to. We don't do shit like that for each other, man. Either I'm gonna say this, man. Sometimes I be downright disappointed because people will come to me for advice, tips on how to make shit, money, all types of shit. And then when I say, well, can somebody do, I don't get it. If you ain't got faith in me, tell me. Cool. I'm cool with that. I can accept. I'm grown. God going bless me anyway. I'm going to bless me anyway. But it all starts with the Most High. But I'm going to go out and get it anyway. But why we don't help each other go get it? You know, why is it got to be difficult? Why we got to make things... Man, listen. I know a lot of cats with bread, right? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say out of 10, like, let's say just to round it off to an easy number, 10 of them, 8 of them will complain about people coming to them, asking them for shit, and always wanting something from them. But them 8 will be the ones talking about how they got shit and flashing the shit they got. So don't get mad when If all you doing is showing how much bread you got and you doing this, that, and the third, and you doing, don't get mad when somebody that knows you, that fucks with you or been close to you, say, yo, well, can you give me a little help? Like, because they need help. Oh damn, you asking me for something again? Like, why you keep go get it? Just well, damn. Then why you keep flossing it? Then don't you gonna let me starve and you doing this and doing that, and don't get mad when you flashing it and then somebody that don't have asks you for something, cause that's just human nature. People ask me for shit all the time, and I'm not even a flashy dude. People know I put my shit up. But if you know what, if it makes sense, I'm a rock with you. I didn't lent motherfuckers 15,000, 10,000, put thousands of dollars into projects. Ain't made a dime back. Ain't said shit. Ain't made no noise. Took it on the fucking chin. Got some of my bread back. Ain't get no bread back. Lost relationships with graphic people and all types of shit over certain situations. Like, because people ain't paid me. Like, I'm putting my name up. All types of little shit didn't happen. But I take it on the chin. I try to do right by folk, man, because there was a time where a lot of terrible shit was happening to me, and I was doing terrible shit. And I believe what you put into the universe will give back to you. And once I've decided to say, you know what, I'm fucking up. I'm not doing right. I'm hurting people that love me, taking advantage of people that care about me. I'm not him. That ain't even in my spirit for real. But I was caught up on them drugs and shit. I can rap with y'all today about it. I was fucked up. I'm smoking. I'm doing all tooting and shit. So I had to change up, man. I had to get right. God came. I think it was the spirit of my ancestors and the Most High was like, yo, you better than this. You better than this. This ain't even what you bout. You raised better than this. And I know you going through some things, but shake it off now. Because it's time for you to focus. You got kids out here. And I had to do that inner work. And did it. So I changed my whole approach on shit, man. But as far as like what we'll do for each other, we ain't built like we don't do it. We just don't do it, man. You can have motherfuckers right in front of you that you can make so much money with or save so much money with or help somebody else, and we just won't do it. We ain't built like that. We like to be the ones on top. Once one of us crabs get up out, we want to be we happy that we the only crab out, and we like to look down on the other motherfuckers that's still in the bucket like, yeah, niggas, I ain't built like that, man. I ain't built like that. I can't. It ain't in me to see my like somebody I know would help me or do something. Then I'm just gonna leave them fucked up. I can't do it. It upsets me, man. It really is. I take that shit real personal. I take that shit real personal. When you can look at a motherfucker, party with a motherfucker, have a motherfucker do when you fucked up, come through for you and do all types of shit for you, and then when it's time to apply a service or if they need you, you ain't fucking with them. That shit hurts. That I'd be like, man, that's crazy to me, man. That shit is crazy. I'm gonna give you an example. I gave somebody some. It was a couple years back. A friend of mine was ill and out Philly, and they asked me for some advice on some shit, and I gave them a whole regimen. Now I charge for this. This is what I do. But I first asked them the necessary questions, what they were struggling with, what was the problems, and then I could put something together for you, just some research on how I can help. and where I can be where I can be advantageous to your development and getting better. So I did that. Sure enough, he called me like a month or so later and was like, "Yo, I do feel a lot better." And when I went to the doctor, they said everything's straight, like things are looking good. The doctor actually told me to whatever I was doing, keep it up. I said, "That's what's up, Captain. I'm glad it worked out for you." And that was enough for me to help me. Dang, what the fuck? Excuse me. I know my chair's down my chair. Hold up. Oh shit. Anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. So, so I'm like, damn. Oh, that was cool. I'm glad. That was enough for me. I was good with that. Um, but then something happened, and I needed their assistance on something. Man, you know that boy not only still does uses the regiment and all that to kind of get right with me from what I told him every now and then. I think he did his own little stuff now, but he ain't rock with me at all. He looked at me like I ain't never been somebody that helped him through his journey. And I know all of us out there got a story where you didn't did. I was just talking to another friend of mine not too maybe a couple of days ago, and she called me upset like, "Yo, I be doing so much for so many, and I don't concentrate on myself." I said, "You know what, Queen? Stop doing it. You can't expect people." And this is something I learned a while ago from another friend of mine. Like, don't expect just because you do something for me, don't mean I'm gonna do the same thing for you. And I couldn't do nothing but respect that because I always thought, man, if I do something for you, I would hope you would do the same for me. That's just how I was raised. I really still feel that way, but I can't expect it. You right. You right. I can't expect that. But I still feel like, man, if I'm going to go 100% for you and you recognize that I'm going to go 100% for you, then I would hope you would go 100. I would hope you would go 100% for me. I would hope you would care enough about me to say, let me get this man out of situation. Let me help whatever whatever he's dealing with cuz there was a time I needed his help and he was there. Mm-mm. No. We like to be the king crabs on top of the bucket looking down. That's what we want to do. We love that. We act like we don't, but we love like as a people, we love being the ones that look down on the have-nots. And that's why so many have not. Because there's a bunch of us. Look at it. Look at it. Why you think in the 1800s we owned one half of 1% of wealth in this country, and with all the millionaires, and we might have had there was some millionaire, believe it or not, there was some black millionaires in the early 1900s and all that, um, equivalent to millionaires, if not millionaires. There were some, despite what history may tell you. Uh, why you think now with all these multi-millionaires that we have, that we still in the same conditions are only owning one half or 1% of the wealth in this country? Why you think that is? With all the Puffies and the Jay-Z's and the LeBron James and the KDs and the Paul Georges and Chris Pauls and James Hardens and all these rappers and all these entertainers and Oprahs and all these folks getting all the Tyler Perrys, all these folks getting all this money. Why we don't have not one hospital, not no school institution nationwide, not one. We got maybe one or two black banks. Why you think that is? Because we don't do shit for each other. Nothing. Nothing. And it's fucked up. It breaks my heart to see us spend money on so much meaningless shit and then won't help the person next to you. I watch motherfuckers go out and spend thousands of dollars on drinks and food and clothes and cars, but won't put a network together of family members and friends to say, okay, we gonna take this shit over. We getting ready to buy a bunch of property. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. And I know you do this. So, and team up. Okay, now we got that knocked out. We getting ready to do that. We don't do it. We don't do it. Now, is that some of white supremacy not allowing us to do it? Because let's not forget history now. Y'all know I pulled a book out on your ass. Let's not forget history now. Let's not forget the history. They will destroy us if we try to unite too much. So is a lot of that. When I believe it was Suge Knight, Dame Dash, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince. Those four fellas back in the early 2000s, I want to say, before Rockefeller broke up, we're going to try to put a black distribution company together so they can distribute their own music and the artists can retain their own masters and royalties and things of that nature. Do you know in that week of them having that discussion, a week later, if not the same week, all four of those gentlemen institutions got raided for all types of trumped up charges that costed them hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in lawyer fees and court costs to break those fellas. And that was just in 2000. So let's stop acting like white supremacy and racism and they don't want to keep us down don't exist. Because it does. So to all of my white folks saying, well, we got Obama and look at all these rich black people. That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean that there's an upper echelon structure out there that's still trying to destroy whatever we try to build. Okay? So maybe some of it has to do with that, but on a smaller scale, I'm really talking about. Because that's where it starts. What them boys was getting ready to do was something big that was going to fuck a lot of money up for some folk. And they just wasn't having it. They wasn't having it. Them white boys wasn't having it. They like, hold up. No. Y'all niggas ain't starting no deal. Y'all need to come to us for this distribution. Prince was getting ready to do the same thing. Gone. Mike was getting ready to do the same thing. Gone. Sam Cooke wanted to do the same thing. Gone. So we've watched it throughout history. Okay? Just a little education for y'all. For those youngins that might be listening that don't remember, or for those old heads that might not have paid attention. Because we got a lot of that. We ain't paying attention. We think all is well out here. All ain't well out here. All ain't well out here. All ain't well out here. Okay? All ain't well out here. Get into these books and know the truth. Stop doing your research on Facebook and Google. Because they're going to use their little algorithms to point you in the direction they want you to go. Give you the information they want you to have. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. That's why you got to get into these books. And then go get another book of another opinion. Shit, I can tell you right now, I don't just read books on my history. I read books on their history. Y'all see it? This is Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. I got another book. Those books I showed yesterday, trilateralism and this book here that I can point out that touches on so much, the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations, and the breakdown of the United States, mainly minorities. So I cross reference this stuff. Okay, I don't Google research. Don't tell me how I was doing some research on the computer and found. Yeah, it's good for some shit, but not if you're trying to get deep into some shit. Okay, you're not gonna get what you really need. Let's be adults. Let's stop acting like children. Please, man. If you're over 35, if you're over 30, you need to start transitioning into real adulthood. They talking about 30 is the new 18. What? Really? And I see it. I just put a post on IG to my queens. If you're over 35, I don't want to see you in no Snapchat little fucking dog face and little puppy ears and shit. Don't be doing what a fucking 6-year-old is doing. Unless you with that 6-year-old and you want to take a little cute pic, that's cool. But every goddamn post is you with your tongue out that they put on Snapchat, and what they really doing is facial recognition on you, dummy. But if you ain't doing nothing, you think, I don't do shit, I don't sell drugs, that ain't what it's about. They trying to get everything they promote, trust me, they promote it as if it's something cool. It ain't cool. Ancestry.com. I knew from the time I was born, when I looked in the mirror and was able to recognize what shit meant, that I was African. I'm black. I don't need Ancestry.com to tell me that. Okay? I'm cool. Let them Europeans try to figure out if they French, Dutch, Greek, and all that other shit. I'm African. I can look in the mirror. I see that. Okay? I'm cool with that. Everything else don't even matter. I got Irish blood in me. But if I run upon a racist cop or some shit like that, he ain't like, you know what? His name's Shane. He might have a little Irish blood in him. I'm not going to shoot him. That's not what's going to happen. I'm getting shot like every other nigga out here going to get shot. Okay? So let's cut the bullshit out. The iPhone 10, it's facial recognition. It's fun. Use your face to unlock your phone. And then they got all your DNA, your whole makeup, and now they doing the same thing with Facebook. That's all this shit is. They know your location. Niggas be telling on themselves. They know your location. When I be putting up location, I be putting up. Not that they don't know that it be for other motherfuckers, really. Yeah, nigga, I'm in Jersey. I be right at the crib. Yeah, nigga, I'm in fucking Miami. I be in LA. You niggas, I'll let you know when I get back that I did some shit. I ain't doing a whole bunch of live shit and all that. Not really. Unless I'm within a distance. You ain't gonna this nigga out of town? Bet. We can run up in his shit. Plus, I move shit around constantly. I got properties, plural. So I be moving shit around. You don't know where shit at with me. I be moving shit the fuck around. And I got land. I got shit buried someplace. I'm not playing with these motherfuckers, man. Niggas, I switch shit up, man. Trust me. Fuck a safe. I'm safe. That's what's gonna be safe around here. Me. What up? I'm gonna be safe. Fuck a safe. Anything gonna be safe around here is gonna be me. Info and all that shit ain't for the gram, man. Everything ain't for the gram. Everything ain't for Facebook and IG and Snapchat and Twitter, man. Stop telling on yourselves. You young little niggas, stop telling on yourselves. I seen a video the other day, motherfucker was like, I'm about to walk up on my plug and shit. Get this motherfucking weed. Nigga, what? That's how y'all moving now? For real? And if I wasn't a righteous man, young niggas I could have got, You know what I mean? Little young niggas run up on me like, yo, I know this nigga, he got like 50 in the John, and he keep like 10 on him. He got like 30 plates in the word. I be fucking with the little young nigga. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him, huh? I ain't into that, man. Cause like I said, man, what you put in the universe, you'll get back. But I got a lot of little info on these little niggas be telling me. So I be looking though. I ain't gonna hold you, cause I know some niggas that need to eat. That'll come down here and get these little young motherfuckers, and then go on right back to Philly from Jersey and break me off. But I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to have that part of it and on me. But best believe shit get tight. I be considerate. Like yo, I do some recon, see if whatever you this little young boy telling me is true, and nigga drop off 25 to me, and they keep it on, push it back to the home base. But again, man, I'm a righteous man now. I don't want nothing to happen because things go bad. One of them young boys end up, you know what I mean? I don't want that on my soul, man. I don't want that on my conscience. So I don't play with it. But I look at them though. Once they give me that little info, because I don't be knowing who these little young niggas are. They give me that little info. I go to their little shit that they give me. And then I look. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Damn sure. Damn. This nigga tripping. Trying to get a bitch. Or trying to show his. I don't know what these little young niggas thinking, man. Boy, I'm going to tell you, if this shit was around and back when I was coming up, it'd be a lot of motherfuckers fucked up. And that's what's happening though. If you really look at it, that's what's happening. A lot of these little young motherfuckers is getting killed. See, not only are we in a gunplay type time now, but when I was coming up, we throw our hands. And the motherfucker got you that day, got you that day. We can run it back, or we can leave it alone, say I took that L. Just like a motherfucking rap beef. Meek took a L. Now Drake take a L. Both these niggas still breathing though, and they both still getting money. Now niggas taking L's. XXXTentacion, he took his L. He ain't his spirit is out there now. Body gone. Jimmy Wapo took a L. His spirit out there. Body gone. Pac and Big took they L's. They spirits is out there, but they bodies is gone. Who knows what these little young boys could have did for the culture? Who knows? But we won't know now. Because we don't give a fuck about ourselves. You see how it all interconnects? I keep telling y'all every video I post, it all works together, man. It all intertwines. It's all on one string, man. Albert Einstein had a theory, and it's called the one string theory. Now, I'm not going to go into in depth about it because I really haven't researched it too in depth. I haven't really did a lot of due diligence on it. But we know that there's atoms and neutrons and things of that nature. And inside those atoms and neutrons, there's other little particles. So what he was trying to figure out is all this that the Most High, or whatever you believe, Jesus, Allah, whatever you believe, how did all this get created here? Because if you think about it, it's amazing. We are on a big rock that's traveling through space in this endless infinity of universe, solar system that goes on for infinity, and we're flying around on this thing. That in itself is amazing, right? So who knows what's light years this way and light years that way? We can't be the only life form, right? And I think they know this with places like Area 51 and all the sightings that we've seen. I think they're trying to get us ready for that too, but I digress. So that in itself is amazing, that we know that all these different planets and stars and all these different solar systems and all this, and we are here on this one that just somehow was perfectly designed for us to create life on and have everything that we needed to sustain life and be self-sufficient if need be. So we have everything we need, plentiful. That in itself is amazing, right? So his theory was, is that one string, is there just one common denominator that created all of it and it all interconnects? And to me, I think it has to be. There's an origin of everything, right? Everything started from something. So, and just like with the positive aspects of life goes the negative aspects of life. Everything, there's a chain of shit negative that starts from something. And it affects people in certain ways. And it's up to you to let your mind get to a place and let your subconscious get to a place and your consciousness get to a place of being able to evolve above that and get beyond the pettiness and look and see what more of life there is than money, cars, clothes, women or men, whatever the fuck you into, big houses and all that shit. At some point, you got to start appreciating the smaller things. Right now, a motherfucker's cable, and I'm guilty of it. If my phone was to go off or my cable was to get shut off or shit like that, now for me, really, if my son didn't live with me, my children, like I could be in the books for a few days. I probably after a little while be like, yo, I gotta get my cable back on or whatever the fuck. But for a minute, I could just be in the books, man, and read. Like it's happened. Shit. I get to the books and read. My phone kind of different. Like I be needing my phone. But the cable and shit, I can read. I can spend days, weeks just reading. Now, before I don't know if I can. But most motherfuckers would go fucking ape shit bananas if they cable gets cut off. How the fuck? How much y'all want? Girl, can you think I can borrow? Bro, can I borrow $250? My cable off, and damn, you can't live without that shit for a day or two. Like when you get paid Friday, it's Wednesday, boo. You can't. No, I gotta get this back on. I need internet. No. Niggas be fucked up out here, man. They need they shit. They need that fix. Motherfuckers spending hundreds of dollars a month on shit, man. I know motherfuckers pay like almost $600, $400 some odd dollars. Damn near car notes, damn near mortgage. You can buy property for what you're spending on cable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. You can pay a mortgage note or what the car note on cable. That's how much we need to be connected to what's going on in somebody else's life and won't take the time to focus on your own and the people that love you that's right around you. We don't want to do it. We rather disconnect than connect. You know, we'll connect and having fun, drinking and all that shit, but really we disconnecting because we don't talk about what we can form together and come up with a nice conglomerate to do something positive for our children and shit like that. We just out drinking and eating and talking shit. But we ain't having no meetings like, you know what? Let's all come together. Shane, I know you cook, so we'll take what you got. Such and such, I know you do this. You do construction, so we gonna buy some properties. You head up a team to get some workers to start fixing them up. Brian, I know you do you do real estate, so you help find the properties. You get into the MLS, get the properties you think would be advantageous. Joe, you're an attorney. You kind of see, you on the board, you get some information, see what development projects are coming together, and see what areas we should start buying into now. So 5, 10 years from now, we know we got a good investment. We don't have those type conversations. No, no. So we ain't connecting really when we all together. We're really disconnecting. If you're not building, you're destroying. 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 I'm trying to talk to y'all, man. Every time I get on here, I be trying to talk to y'all, man. We can't keep going on like that, man. Fucking little lightning bugs and shit. We can't keep going on like that, man. We can't. We can't. We got kids out here to think about, man. They the future. I don't care what color you are. If you white, but see, they do that though. And again, no disrespect. I'm not trying to cause no division here, but they do. They do that. I used to be in like a little envious of that. Like that's how I got that kind of motivation. I would see plumbers and electricians and construction workers, and they would have their little summer jobs and make their little bread. I think I discussed this already too, but again, man, that's where I get that from. Like they do that. We don't do that. We want instant gratification, and we want to use it for ourselves. We'll let our kids floss and shit, but we won't build nothing for them. It's nothing significant of wealth. I buy property to make sure my kids gotta have rental portfolio. The end goal is to have about 10, 15 houses. So each one of my kids can have 2 or 3 houses. They want to move in one and then collect some rent or two on the other. Cool. Maybe some other successful business if God allows that. Hopefully he will. That's what we work on. But if you're not doing stuff like that, and if you're not thinking on that mindset, and you just going to work, paying your check, letting your kid go to public, you ain't trying to put a plan together, and you know you got a passion or a talent to do something else, and you're not working on doing that, you're doing yourself and your children a disservice. You're doing yourself and your children a disservice. And I don't know why. I mean, I know where they are, like where they got us like that. I understand, but we can't keep just a blaming. Like we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Every time I talk to y'all, I tell y'all that we want to go out and help folks. I like to feed the homeless. That's my main twist. I'm trying to raise money to get a truck. Um, I really don't have the funds at this time to go out and just buy one and get it together. So I'm calling on, I'm asking, I'm just asking. If you want to donate dollar, $2, 50 cents, it don't matter. And it's not a whole lot of people on here, but it'll add up soon enough. And of course I'm gonna put mine in. Like I'm gonna do it. Whether people help or not. Eventually I'm gonna get to the point where if I have to do it on my own, I'm gonna do it on my own. But we're gonna have a truck that can go around and drop off meals to certain locations, all across Georgia, all up and down the East Coast, going through into Texas and up into Chicago and across to Oakland and Seattle and down in LA and San Diego and parts of Arizona and coming on back through, man. One truck, few men, women, and millions fed across the country. That's the plan with clothing, uh, and like little bus cards, depending on the state, whatever we can have, little Uber certificates or whatever vouchers or whatever, so they can get to see loved ones or get to the doctor if need be. So I ask, we got Chef Shane Michaels biz right now. I'm gonna just concentrate on right now. Right now, the best place to donate would be the PayPal, and that's Chef 1972 at Comcast.net, or the Cash App, and that's $ Chef Shane Michaels. Whatever you can do will be a help. You'll start seeing footage of what we're doing shortly once we get the show started, and views start coming up, and we start hopefully getting, God willing, inshallah, we get some good significant money in to help people that need the help out here. Um, you'll see where your dollar is going. This is part of a Chef Shane Michaels Family Foundation, so whatever you donate can be tax deductible. You can Google that and see that that is a active foundation. Um, so if you need validity on that, do that. You can Google the Chef Shane Michaels Family Foundation and see that we are an active foundation. We always will accept volunteers here in the Atlanta area. Sometimes I go to Philly or Camden or New Jersey and do it with my man Porter Rich. Shout out to him or anybody else that want to get involved. Shout out to my man Pinnacle Powers, my man, my big little bro Darren Lewis, for doing his thing. He's always been a supporter of mine, and I'm gonna always be a supporter of his. Um, so shout out to them folks, man. That always been there for me. You know what I mean? My man, Daryl Ezell, he's always been there for me too. I can't say that he hasn't, man. That's for damn sure. It was some tough times that I was in, and he came through in the clutch and got me out of them. So I'll never forget that. But we can build better too, homie. So there's a lot more that we can do. Um, and let's do it, man. If y'all about doing some work, contact me. DM me, Chef Shane Michaels at IG, and get at me, man. It's the CSM_show at Twitter. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to get off Facebook in a hot second, so I'm not even gonna be giving that out no more. I'm getting ready to get off of that. Um, just it's just it's not really my platform anymore. I don't really be on it like that. So no no other reason other than that. But y'all know the rest. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I appreciate y'all to spread the word though. Cause like I said, I'm trying, if you're over 30, man, and you really want to hear something, and the show is gonna be pretty much, we'll talk about some entertainment stuff and kind of how it relates to adult shit, but it's an adult show. It will be an adult program. Again, this is just preseason. So tune in. Please help spread the word. That's all you gotta do. Whether you like what I'm saying or you don't, man, you want to be part of this discussion, I'm gonna give you the call-in number, or we can start it now, like on these videos. Like it or don't like it, spread the word. Let's have a discussion. If you think some of the things I'm saying are false, I could pull out my research, you pull out yours, and we can discuss it. Like I said, man, it's all about conversation and building. If you're not building, you're destroying. I'm willing to build with anybody that's willing to have a conversation and got the right mindset and cares about everybody. I'm willing to build with anybody. You don't have to be black for me to build with you, but I'm concentrating on my folk. And there are some things that I'm going to do strictly for my folk. I will say that. But it won't be nothing like feeding the homeless and giving out clothes or none of that. That won't be one. But there will be some organizations or some things that I'll do that'll be strictly for my folk. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm not being racist or anything when I say that. I'm just telling you that's our focus, because we need it. So I'm gonna end y'all with that, man. Y'all got all the information. If you didn't get it, rewind it. It's there. I hope I said everything I needed to say. Most of y'all know the rest, but if you don't, and still.